king of the roads, the inns, the Prime Minister of the UK intends to have Rockstar Games investigated for alleged union busting. Yes, this story goes deeper. If you haven't been following this story, over in the UK division of Rockstar, a couple weeks ago, a news story broke that there were some people, about 30 to 40 people in a private Discord, and they were organizing a union because they're trying to get better pay from Rockstar. Because keep in mind, Rockstar, who's owned by Take-Two Interactive, is one of the richest companies in the gaming space, and they're not paying their developers the wage that they think that they deserve, considering that Grand Theft Auto is not one of the biggest games in the world, or one of the biggest IPs in the world. Well, we're talking books, movies, video games, music, whatever. So I guess Rockstar got whiff that they were organizing a union and they were getting petitions signed. And they got that Discord shut down and they fired all those people. And then some protests broke out outside of the UK studio in Rockstar. Shout out to A1 Scotty with the gifted subs. Appreciate it. And it looks like the UK's Prime Minister is not happy about this. During Wednesday's UK Parliament session, Prime Minister Chris Murray MP Chris Murray asked Prime Minister Keir Starmer about the allegations. Murray said that after meeting with Rockstar over the firings, the company failed to reassure me they are following employment law, and I share concerns about union busting. He then asked Starmer if he agrees that all companies, regardless of profit size, must follow UK employment law and all workers have the right to join a union. Starmer responded by saying that this is a deeply concerning case. Every worker has the right to join a trade union, and we're determined to strengthen workers' rights and ensure they don't face unfair consequences for being part of a union. Our ministers will look into the particular case that Murray rises, and will keep him updated. My take on this, if you haven't seen me talking about this shit, I believe in paying the artists what they're owed. Game development does not pay a lot of money, which is unfortunate because a lot of the biggest publishers make the most money. They make billions of dollars. Like EA just sold for $55 billion. Rockstar, which is under Take-Two Interactive, they're worth multi-billions of dollars, and they're not paying their developers like they should be. I think the average developer makes like 70,000 to like 100,000 a year. But the problem is most game studios are located in major cities where the cost of living is much higher. So if you're making 70,000 on the lower end, you're living in poverty because of the high cost of living. And even if you're making 100,000, you're just getting by. You're living paycheck to paycheck because most game studios are based in major cities like California. Like this one's in London, which is a major city that's very expensive to live in. So the cost of living is going up, but the cost of wages, like every other space, is not. And that's why I've been trying to make the argument that, like, I know people really want to play Grand Theft Auto 6, but like, I would hope that y'all would want the people who are making the game to get this shit paid. And I'm not gonna lie, I tend to lean towards I'm believing this story that they're trying to union bust, because me personally, I'm not gonna tell you who told me, but I've heard some stories about Rockstar as well. One of the perks of working at G4 and having my own television show, one of the cool things about it was I was able to get a lot of industry insider info. And I remember somebody telling me that like he saw personally some people from Rockstar fuck up somebody from a website because they said something bad about a Rockstar game at a bar. I was told Rockstar is really on some goon shit, bro. They don't play that shit. You said I got them sources. So people don't realize the only ones that make the money off of AAA games is the executives. Not as facts. You got the head of Bungie Studios got 25 luxury cars while everybody else is starving. I've heard they be on some mob shit, so it doesn't surprise me that this story comes out. And I think at bare minimum, if they're making billions upon billions of dollars, you need to make sure that people can eat, because a lot of people don't know these game developers, they live at these studios. They're living just barely above poverty or in poverty, depending on where they are in the city. And they don't get to see their families. They barely get to see the light because they're doing crunch hours, constantly developing these games. They got soccer fields, basketball courts, gyms. They got laundry rooms, break rooms, areas to read books inside of it. Like it's like a lot of these dev studios are like college campuses. And I think it's designed that way to make them think like, oh, cool, look at all these amenities, but really it's just a trap to keep you there. Let's see, in October, oh, that's just the original story. So I hope that they do investigate and they get to the bottom of this and see what the fuck going on, because if the laws over there say that employees are allowed to form a union to demand better rights, whether it's they want better pay or healthcare or some shit like that, then let them rock, bruh. I remember you alluding to something like that in a previous stream some months back. Insane times we live in, consistently having to move to city if you had a new job. As a fully remote worker, I don't miss going into the office. I don't think anybody does. The laws here say it too. See, yeah, I don't know how the laws work in the UK. I'm assuming you're from the UK, McCoy. So in the UK, legally, every citizen is allowed to be part of a union. Am I getting that correct? Yo, shout out to Kid Icarus with the sub. Appreciate it. Damn, they almost care about their citizens, unlike America. That's GTA 6 might get delayed again. I don't know if this will cause a delay because you have to keep in mind that Rockstar has studios across the globe. This is just the UK studio. But so I'm leaning more towards no, because from my understanding, GTA 6 is already done. They're just optimizing the game, trying to get the file size down, make sure the frame rate is good, and make sure the bugs and glitches are out. That's what they're doing right now. So I'm leaning more towards, I don't think this will cause a further delay. I think the only thing that would cause a further delay from this is if all of the UK studio, because keep in mind, it's only 30 to 40 employees that got fired. If the entire studio gets behind it and says, we're not working anymore, and then other studios join in, that could cause a problem. But right now I'm leaning more towards no. This is more of just like a morality issue. Yeah, just to get it to run at 30 FPS. Chill. Which, by the way, hey, tomorrow is, twas the night before the Game Awards. Who's excited? I'm excited for the Game Awards, man. I'm hoping we get some big announcements. I hope we get some big announcements, man. Right to work laws in the US suck. No, that's facts, bro. That's facts. Rockstar could easily shut down the UK studios. They could do that and open up somewhere else and hire other people that don't have as much as laws in place to protect workers. Just excited for the announcement. Yeah, I really don't give a fuck about the awards. I never understood why people get so butthurt over what wins and what loses, because it doesn't affect my ability to enjoy a game. It's also, once you, like I said, once you hit like a certain threshold in regards to the quality of the game, after that, it becomes subjective. So the only thing I look forward to is what's the announcements. Don't get me wrong, I think Expedition 33 is gonna sweep, but and the only people who are gonna be shocked are the people who didn't play the game. But other than that, yeah, I only care about the announcements, and the awards are subjective. Delaying it a third time would be crazy. Nah, it wouldn't be crazy. I think they got to stick the landing with Grand Theft Auto 6. Because I think if Grand Theft Auto 6 doesn't hit the way that it needs to hit, they would get a lot of negative press. Because even the people who can't stop playing the game, even they look at it, Grand Theft Auto is like, damn, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out during the 360 and the PS3 era, and they keep putting out these microtransactions. They keep indulging in the microtransactions, but even I think hardcore Grand Theft Auto fans can recognize that Rockstar doesn't do the best business practices. So I think they need to stick that landing, because like I believe nobody's too big to fail. I think you can be damn near too big to fail, but I mean, Call of Duty is proving nobody's too big to fail. They're saying them Call of Duty numbers are the worst like ever in a long time. Yeah, just look at Call of Duty. So even Grand Theft Auto, it's a juggernaut, but the juggernaut can fall. You just got to take his helmet off and hit him with a mind blast. But that's not the point. PUBG Black Budget. For those unaware, the creator of PUBG is launching his own new game called Black Budget, which is supposed to be another extraction shooter. Not a big fan of the extraction genre, but I was a big fan of PUBG. I got like 700 hours of it on Steam, so I'm trying to keep an open mind. A new trailer for the closed alpha dropped, and the closed alpha will be taking place between December 12th and 14th and the 19th and the 21st. If you want to sign up, all you have to go is to the official Steam page. Just look up Black Budget and then click join on the page. The first comment is funny. Another extraction shooter developed by the same people that ruined PUBG. What could go wrong? All right, man, let's check out the trailer. Which, by the way, I don't know if it's my algorithm, but I'm starting to notice, before we watch this trailer, I just want to put this in the air. Now that the hype is starting to die down a little bit, I'm starting to notice in my algorithm, the community is starting to switch up on arc raiders a little bit. I watched a 20-minute video essay about this game is good, but I'm not playing it in the long term. I'm seeing a lot of people complaining about the community is very racist and toxic. The reason why, and I hope I don't come across as a hater, I think Arc Raiders is a good game, but the reason why I don't think it'll last in the long run is the same reason I don't see a lot of extraction shooters lasting in the long run. I think Escape from Tarkov works because it's a hardcore game that appeals to hardcore gamers. So the people who play Escape from Tarkov, they don't care that they're going to lose their loot every once in a while. But what Arc Raiders has going against it, and this is why I haven't articulated as well, its greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. And it's the fact that it is Escape from Tarkov, but for people with a 9-to-5. It's more casual. The thing about people who work 9-to-5s is they might be cool with losing their loot, 1, 2, 3 times. But a couple months down the road, somebody who worked a 14-hour shift is not trying to lose that loot. And I think that's what it has working against it. And that's why I said I think Arc Raiders is a good game that's going to have its moment. But is it going to last for a long time? I don't know. I feel like its strength is going to work against it. But Arc Raiders is much more casual, which is good for getting people. But the people who don't fuck with Extraction probably will get bored of it. Tarkov is multiplayer stalker. That's why it wins. My cousin just called me crashing out about the game. See? Like, see, that man cousin just called him. Nigga, I quit. I'm going back to 2K. All right, let's check out Black Budget.
Coley Island. A former military base turned into a top-secret facility by Colonel Industries back in the 50s.
It's got a story.
Colonel recruited the best minds and took them off the grid.
This Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 ass cutscene.
For their budget initiative. Until 2002. Something went haywire.
Oh shit.
And the island was trapped in a time loop. Your mission is simple.
So there's a sci-fi kind of there's a sci-fi supernatural element to it because you're stuck in a time loop. That's interesting.
Enter the loop and extract the goods. Once you get to the other side,
seeing people bitch about losing to free loadouts was the beginning of the end.
You'll land on the coast. Main research facilities are located further inland.
I feel like they're trying to appeal to Escape from Tarkov fans with this, though.
And the best kept secrets fetch the most.
This better be hardcore and not arcade. Sign up for the alpha. I mean, visually it looks good. The shooting looks good. I just can't tell what it's doing different. I wish they would have focused on that. It's cool that it has like a little story to it. I would hopefully they drop another trailer explaining what, because I can't I think that's another issue with like the genre as a whole with extraction shooters. It's hard to tell what's different between all of them. This looks like Escape from Tarkov to me. Just point and shoot things. We'll see how it works. Every gaming community is racist for real if you're black. No, that's real. That's real. But I've been seeing like an uptick in that shit. Because motherfuckers be getting mad they lose and they loot. So that's the first thing, they go to that damn N-word. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Shout out to you for the super chat, VC shots. Yeah, extraction shooters need an end game. And I don't know what else. This genre just doesn't do it for me. What up, Mill? So that's Black Budget. What else I got for you? Oh, we got another shooter. It's called Hell Let Loose. It's a Vietnam shooter with 50v50 jungle warfare. So if you ever wanted to play a Battlefield type of shooter in the jungles of Nam, we got a brand new trailer. Developer Expression Games has released the first gameplay trailer for Hell Let Loose Vietnam, a hardcore 50-50 first-person shooter set in the Vietnam War. A follow-up to 2021's Hell Let Loose. Whatever, let's watch the trailer.
Peggy 16.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can't do heroin to heal in this game sucks. You can't make a game about Nam without the heroin, baby. I think I read like 25% of soldiers was on that dope, nigga. Didn't we lose the war? Absolutely. Hamburger Hill. Need that opium, that blue magic.
Every time a sub returns,
it was 40%. God damn, yo, shout out to Killer Instinct with the sub. No MK Ultra, I want a refund. This definitely looks like it's running on Unreal Engine 5. What up, homeless? You're dragging your battle buddies. feel like there's too much lens flare on the graphics. Like, why is it so bright? Where's the Agent Orange? We're in the rice fields, the paddy fields, getting the enemy. The Forrest Gump game. I'm not gonna lie, this looked like budget Battlefield. I'm good off this. I feel like the animations look a little janky and the shooting doesn't feel smooth enough. Also, I'm curious too how realistic this is gonna be because they're calling it a hardcore shooter in Vietnam. Fun fact, but during the Vietnam War, that is where the M16 rifle premiered, which is a pretty standard military weapon these days. During the Vietnam War, that's when they debuted it in the field, and the soldiers hated it. The M16 of today is not the M16 of yesterday. They've cleaned up a lot of the problems, but back during the Vietnam War, when the M16 first came out, that shit used to jam and overheat like a motherfucker. So the soldiers hated it. I'm super into like history shit. I've watched a lot of documentaries. So if this is a hardcore Vietnam game, the M16 better not be the best gun in the game. That bitch better jam up in the jungle. Yep, my uncle told me that. See, shout out to your uncle, man. Shout out to your uncle with the service. So this better be historically accurate. In this game, the rifles, the bolt action rifles better still be and LMGs better still be the best guns. And after that war, they gave those guns to another country in the Middle East. Yo, chill. They not ready. They not ready for that conversation. What do you think is stopping the other RAM companies to follow suit with the lucrative AI and potential of being exclusive as well? I think the better question is, why would you put that into the universe? Because I don't even want to think of that world, man. I don't even want to think of that world. Let's not even put that into the universe. The best case scenario is let's just hope it doesn't happen. I saw a video that apparently Elon is opening another database, a second one in Memphis. He's poisoning the black people. They opened a big ass database in Memphis for Grok AI, and it's polluting the air and it's fucking up people's lungs. They're opening a second one due to deregulation. So let's not think about more deregulation, giving RAM away to companies and shit. I'm not gonna lie. Don't it feel like this AI shit just came out of nowhere and just became super fucking annoying? It's like a song that like you heard it like 1 month ago and then now it's on the radio all the fucking time, like back in the day. Like, god damn, dude. I feel like it was just yesterday, like the Chat GPT came out. It was like the new hot thing, and then now it's just all people talk about. It's like it's getting fucking annoying now. And I feel like I know they're over promising and under delivering. A lot of that shit that they say can do, it can't do that shit, bro. They just making it shit. It's a bubble. Where's Johnny Silverhand type shit? Johnny Silverhand was right, man. Johnny Silverhand is right. I wish more people played Cyberpunk. Although I don't know if people would comprehend the themes of that game. Nah, because you kind of put me on to when you talked about your workflow a few years back. You saying AI is Tommy Richmond? What? Fam, and they charging us to pay for upping our light bills. You live in Memphis? That's what's happening? So your light bill is going up because Elon's databases? That shit's trash, bro. That shit is trash. Yeah, I watched the video about that earlier. Apparently the politicians in Memphis got fooled by him and they allowed him to deregulate, and now they're poisoning the people. And like, when do you say is enough, man? Cyberpunk just turned 5 today. It has been 5 years. Damn. God damn, 2020 is a long time ago, man. I don't know if y'all know, but Sony announced that you can now look at your PlayStation 2025 wrap up. They have like ever since Spotify, everybody's doing it. Your Spotify wrap up for video games, Steam has it. They now have it on PlayStation. And this gentleman right here, Josh, just posted his top 5 most played games for his wrap up. Let's take a look at what we got here. We got 2K, 190 hours. College football, 66. College football, 26. College football, 27 with 18 hours. Grand Theft Auto 5 is still going strong, 13 hours. And USC 5. We got balls and guns, sports and guns. Shout out to my man Josh, man. And I have a sneaky suspicion, if we looked at a lot of y'all PlayStation wrap-ups, these would look very similar because we've been reviewing the numbers. And in the top 10, usually they're the same. Roblox, Call of Duty, college football, NBA 2K, GTA 5. The same people talking about it. Ain't no games to play, bro. Even my security system provider gave me a wrap up. It's getting out of hand. Yeah, everything doesn't need a wrap up, bro. And then last but not least, the PlayStation Plus games got announced for December, which includes Assassin's Creed Mirage, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Skate Story, and Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty good lineup. Really good game. It's a Souls game that you can play co-op with your friends. It's a little bit more fast-paced. It's really good. Grand Blue's fire. The reviews for Skate Story have been really good. This game just came out. I covered this yesterday on stream. I don't know about this shit, but you know, if you want to play it, you want to get a headache, you can play that shit. But you know, free games on PlayStation. Shout out to them. It's a pretty good lineup if you need something. If you need some games floor. Did you see the Avatar Season 2 trailer? I saw the poster. Is there a trailer? You seen Call of Duty's post about yesterday, Black Ops 7 failing? Yeah, I seen that. We covered that. They getting humbled by Battlefield and Arc Raiders.